Nigeria as a country of free people, history reveals we are faced with seemingly insurmountable challenges. With these challenges, we made choices on life, sacrifices and leadership. It is those choices that shapes our great nation. It is a difficult time. The choice is ours. Our future waits patiently to record history. We are now at the moment to move from ordinary to extraordinary.
That Goodluck and his good look or good luck or whatever the name or bad luck, I don't know. He's quick to release a statement about the killing of Paris and don't say anything about the killings in his own country. That is an irresponsible, leadership. We are really saddened by what is happening in Nigeria. It is highly disturbing, and we need South African government to intervene, and we will be raising the matter in Parliament. We need Parliament to debate it as an urgent matter and take a resolution for South African intervention in Nigeria.
Nigeria have gone through difficult times under Jonathan Goodluck and PDP government. Corruption, economic mismanagement and insecurity have dominated the lives of a once beautiful country and pride of a black nation. Prices of goods and commodities have skyrocketed. As UNDP puts it, at 80% of Nigerians are unemployed and 75% go to sleep with hunger.
If you look at the issue of the economy itself, okay, I need to go back a bit. In 1999, when Obasanjo came in, we had 1.2 billion. When Obasanjo came in 19, we were owing 30 billion naira, $30 billion to the foreign debt, foreign monetary institutions, Bretton Woods institutions, World Bank, IMF, Paris Club. By the time Obasanjo finished, he had wiped out that debt. And we weren't owing a penny to anybody. Okay, today we're now owing almost $20 billion again in the last 5 years. What are they doing with the money? And they're still borrowing. That is number one. If you look at the issue of excess crude account, Obasanjo created it. When he came in 1999, there was no excess crude account. This is the money that's kept for a rainy day. By the time he left, we had $24 billion in the excess crude account. Okay, today we have $2 billion in the excess crude account, only $2 billion, despite all the massive amounts of money that has accrued to the Federation account from oil and gas sales over the last 5 years, record amounts, yet we only have $2 billion left there. You look at our foreign reserve, which is very, very important. In 1991, when Obasanjo came in, we had $1.2 billion left in our foreign reserves. By the time he left, we had $47 billion left in our foreign reserves. Today, we have less than $30 billion left in our foreign reserves. Again, despite the massive amounts of money that has been accrued, to this country, money we've made, oil and gas sales. Let me also add this. Unemployment figures is very, very important. 80% of our graduates in this country today, that's 8 out of 10, cannot find jobs. This is a record in terms of an abysmal record in terms of our history. It's never been so bad. If you have a degree, 8 out of 10 of you cannot get a job in Nigeria today, and 51% of our people, that's ordinary people, can't get jobs. So you have 51% unemployment rate, 80% graduate unemployment rate. You look at the issue of oil theft. Today we have 50% of our oil, Odoaga, who is a PDP man, said it's now 40%, as if that's anything to be proud of. 50%, I maintain that, of our oil production is being stolen, and the president cannot even secure our oil pipelines. In fact, he gave security over to one of his own, one Tom Polo, who was an ex-militant, and still 50% of our crude sales, crude production is being stolen, and all the top companies are divesting from Nigeria and selling their interests, Shell and so on, are selling their oil fields on Nigerian soil to local interests. Okay, you look at the issue of Lamido Sanusi's accusation 2 days ago. He's now said $20 billion is missing. Okay, he's reiterated that $20 billion is missing. You look at the issue of how this country is being run. Look, I'll tell you something today. We have 5 presidents in this country, not just one. We have the first president is the first lady. The second president is the minister of oil. The third president is the Minister of Aviation. The fourth president is the Minister of Finance. And the fifth president is the President of the Federal Republic. And he comes a distant fifth. He dare not even claim to be fourth between the first four, because they are the people running the country and not him. We deserve better leadership.
On May 6, 2010, Nigeria witnessed the sworn-in of the Goodluck Jonathan as 14th head of state. We need hope for Goodluck in his name to bring us luck and good tidings. Ironically, the reverse was the case in present-day Nigeria.
And I don't expect him to say anything different to what he has just said. This is a failing party that he's representing. It's a failing government. They're clutching at straws, they're telling lies, and they're simply not getting it right. That the Nigerian people have moved beyond that. An alternative platform has been created to bring them security, to improve the economy, and to bring them good governance. And they're nervous. They've lost about 5 or 6 governors. They've lost so many senators. The APC now controls the House of Assembly. Are all these people wrong? This is a sinking ship. He represents a sinking ship. It really doesn't pay me just to come here and just be talking without facts. Let's be honest. The PDP is in trouble. It's not the APC that's losing governance. It's not the APC that's losing legislators. It's the PDP. Now let's look at some of the specific issues he raised. He had the nerve to talk about security a minute ago, that we are not in a position to provide security. Now that leaves him open and leaves them open for a few assertions from me and a few charges from me. So many people have been killed under the watch of this government. It was not the APC leaders that swore to an oath of office in 2011 to protect the lives and properties of the Nigerian people. It was the PDP president and it was the PDP party, and they have failed miserably in that respect.
So far, it has been a year of uncertainty, corruption, insecurity, and mismanagement of the economy.
Your president visited our country with 7 private jets, and that's never happened before. We're all excited. This is Nigeria. It's the country with the largest number of private jets. 7 private jets only. I know there must be more, but for us still that was wow. They came in their own jets. Everybody came in their own jet.
In 2013, the then Minister of Aviation, Mrs. Stella Hodua, approved the purchase of 54 vehicles valued at 643 million naira, exceeding the Ministry of Aviation's approval limit of 100 million naira. The House Committee on Aviation found her guilty, but nothing happened till today. Also in 2013, Malam Sanusi Lamido, the then CBN governor, raised alarm that $20 billion was missing or not accounted for by NNPC.
NNPC has also said there is money that was PMS subsidy. I hear that reconciling with PPRA. But for us in the central bank, every month NNPC sends returns for FAC. And every month NNPC indicates how much it has deducted as PMS subsidy. From April 2012 to date, NNPC has submitted returns consistently showing it is deducting nothing before FAC from PMS. So we are surprised that having submitted nil returns since April 2012, we are now being told that in fact deductions were being made. Now, I don't know whether they were made or whether PPRA has approved them, and we will await the reconciliation with PPPRA. The other points about third-party financing, operating expenses, which were not appropriated, we have not seen any documentation or any proof. So all that we have said as central bank, and I think there's no disagreement, is that NNPC shipped $67 billion worth of crude. They have repatriated, or we have established that $47 billion has come back to the Federation. There is a $20 billion that has not come back. The burden of proof is on NNPC. But we have made suggestions that we question some of those explanations, and we believe that even some of that which has gone to MPDC does not belong to MPDC, but to the Federation. We are ready to discuss this further when the committee has examined our reports and all the documents and legal opinions. But I think all these matters are related.
But the Minister of Finance, Mrs. Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, said it is $10.8 billion. You wonder what's the difference.
Nigeria's Finance Minister, Ngozi Okonjo-Iweala, admits that at least $10 billion remains unaccounted for.
It was proven that no, 49.8 billion is not the right amount, and he had the courage to accept that. It is that 10.8 billion. Under those circumstances, the finances of the country are in a mess.
$20 billion is more than the entire nominal 2013 GDP of more than 82 independent nations like Dominican Republic, Nepal, Honduras, Iceland, and more. $20 billion represents 1/8 of Nigeria's total oil-derived income. That is 1/4 of the country's yearly earnings. With $20 billion, one child of every family of 5 can be sponsored to a good college even in America. With $20 billion stolen, Nigeria could have purchased 40,000 armored personnel carriers to successfully decimate Boko Haram and be prepared for any future battles within and outside our borders.
Every sector of our economy, every sector of this country has gone to the dogs. And if we were part and parcel of those that supported the Yar'Adua government and brought them there, and we also supported the Goodluck Jonathan government and brought them there, and they've created such catastrophe for our country.
In a country where transparency and probity is a watchdog, fellow Nigerians, is it right for any money to be missing? Just recently, former CBN Governor Professor Charles Soludo claimed that a total sum of 30 trillion naira of Nigerian money is either been stolen or unaccounted for in the last few years. The list is endless and keeps increasing. The PDP's reign has been a sorry, while the president is unable to tackle corruption.
Your alliance will not achieve anything. Amass all your weapons and face us. We welcome you.
Insecurity is everywhere. Boko Haram's insurgents have remained unchecked, and there seems to be no end in sight. The state's worst hit are Adamawa, Borno, and Yobe. The reports of killing continue to increase every day, and Mr. Jonathan has looked the other way, as if it's normal to happen in Nigeria. He is administratively unable to tackle and check insecurity, as testified by the President of the United States, Barack Obama.
And so this is not just a problem for us, this is a problem for everybody. Now the question is, how do we address this this problem? It is my strong belief that terrorism is more likely to emerge and take root where countries are not delivering for their people, and where there are sources of conflict and underlying frustrations that have not been adequately dealt with.
The most worrisome is the kidnapping of 276 female students of Federal Government College, Chibok. This is a crime against humanity. Almost a year later, it seems there is no hope of finding our precious daughters. We have a sitting president, and the agony of the parents of these girls continue. Thanks to election, the president finally visited Borno State. Over 5,000 have been killed by Boko Haram, and many rendered homeless. The insensitivity of Mr. President to insecurity in Nigeria has revealed that he no longer has what to offer to lead us, or knows not how to go about securing the lives of Nigerians. Why Buhari?
The fundamental issues facing this country is insecurity and the problem of the economy, which was being made worse by corruption. I assure you that we are going to finally assemble a competent team of Nigerians to efficiently manage this country. I am appealing to you. The damage that has been done to this country is great. The level of unemployment, the level of insecurity is intolerable. The damage has been done. It will take time, it will take patience, it will take support from you to make sure that we succeed having got there.
GMB represents hope for Nigeria. It is clean, reliable, hardworking, and honest. And today, every Nigerian is clamoring for change through this patriotic man.
Muhammadu Buhari, as a member of SMC and as the head of Petroleum Trust Fund, was by nature taciturn and introvert. He took any work given to him very seriously, and if he failed at whatever he did, it would not be because he did not put in his best. In fact, he would always put in his very best at any assignment given to him. Muhammadu Buhari was as reliable as he was hardworking.
And the following are the results of good governance by the APC ruling states in Nigeria.
Finally, look at what's happening in Rivers State, where people are being killed on a daily basis and being denied, that is APC members, being denied the right to even have processions, to even demonstrate and even have meetings and so forth, where a commissioner of police, one Mbu, has taken over the power in the state and will tell a serving democratically elected government which road he can take, where he can go, where he cannot go. This is completely unacceptable.
I think the APC leadership is a good quality leadership. It is not just General Buhari, it is not just Asiwaju Tinubu, it is not just Samunda Isaiah. Don't worry too much about me, let's worry about Nigeria. And as far as I'm concerned, they present a far more credible leadership than we have in the PDP today, and we go to the field and we'll defeat the PDP once and for all and put them where they deserve to be.
And it's for all these reasons that we are saying that we must join forces to ensure that Goodluck Jonathan does not come back in 2050.
Vote for Buhari Osinbajo, the honest people from the honest party, APC. Your destiny is in your hand.